All right. Okay. So that's your upbringing. That tells us the story that why did you go to the right-wingist party and what were you trying to do? So now tell us that once when you got into that mainstream politics and especially when you joined a right-wingist party, how did your thoughts progress against Islam? And what in fact was the effect of Geert Wilders on your thought process?
Yeah. Well, my thinking was already shaped before, of course, in the base. Like I said, in my case, it had to do with my Christian church and the way we were learned to think about other religion, especially Islam. But when I went into politics, there was also another person already active in the Dutch parliament, and she's famous now, but because she moved to the United States. It was Ayaan Hirsi Ali.
Yes.
She was in the Dutch parliament as well, in the same party as Geert Wilders. So when I joined politics and I went into politics, she was still there, and the things she said and her ideas. So she influenced Geert Wilders as well. And so she influenced me and a lot of other people as well. So that's very important to know. So not only Geert Wilders, but also Ayaan Hirsi Ali, they were very important when it comes to the debate of Islam in the Netherlands, and I think in the west of Europe as well. And when I went into politics, of course, they said, well, you read this book, read that book. And of course, I had already done my own research when it comes to Islam, I thought back then. So it sharpened your ideas. And because of the fact that you are with all people who are all alike when it comes to the topic of Islam, we were all thinking the same way. It strengthens yourself and the way you are thinking about this issue. And of course, there were still terrorist attacks. So every time something bad happened, we said, well, we already told you, we already told you. So a lot of people in the Netherlands got scared because this violence, and they came to the PVV, and the PVV, the Freedom Party, used to the first time they did an election, they won 9 seats, and that's we have a parliament with 150 seats, so it was a pretty big win for a new organization. But the second time, that's when I came in, we won 24 seats.
And which year was that, Joram?
2009, I was still a parliamentary policy advisor, but in 2010, so that's now 11 years ago, then we won 24 seats. So the organization grew extremely, and we already were able to talk with the other bigger parties in the Netherlands, and so we went half into the government, because some organizations said, well, we don't want to work with you, you are too extreme, you're too anti-Islam. The Christian organization, for example, they said, well, we are already in government, but we don't want to work with you directly, only indirectly. So we got power, but it was like on the side, because every time they wanted to ask us for permission, so to say.